All right, Larry Krueger here from the Pig and a Pickle Krug Show with a draft profile on Keaton Mitchell, running back from East Carolina. Check out Pig and a Pickle, awesome barbecue spot, 2 locations. They're open 7 days a week in Marin County and Corte Madera, and they're open 5 days a week, Wednesday through Sunday in Emeryville. Pig and a Pickle, the best barbecue in all of Northern California. Check it out. The brisket is amazing. The brisket chili, equally amazing. And they bring us our draft profile. All right, the NFL draft just around the corner. One guy that I am absolutely hot to trot after is Keaton Mitchell, the running back from East Carolina. This is a second-generation NFL player. His daddy played in the NFL. Anthony Mitchell won a Super Bowl, NFL safety. And Keaton Mitchell was a 3-star high school recruit who went from McDonough, Georgia. He went to Eagles Landing Christian Academy, and then was a 3-star high school recruit, and he went to East Carolina. He's only 5'8", about 180 pounds, but what a player. And this guy's been a player his whole life. 118 touchdowns, rushing touchdowns in high school. And what I love about Keaton Mitchell is just pure speed. 4.37 speed. One of the best athletes in this entire draft. 38-inch vertical, 10.6 broad jump. He's small, but man, he is super fast, and he's an incredible athlete. He's got stop and start ability. He'll make you miss. And really, over the last 2 years, you're talking about one of the most productive players in all of college football. 2,900 total yards and 24 touchdowns over the last 2 seasons. What I love about Keaton Mitchell, he's at full speed like that. I mean, we're talking about 2 steps and he's gone. 2 instant acceleration. This guy's got top end speed. He's got electric speed, and he's at full speed in 2 steps. He led all of FBS with 54 runs this year of 10 yards or more in the 2022 season. Man, he's got burst. He can cut and go. You talk about he's a great receiver. He can burn linebackers in pass coverage. He definitely lacks size. I mean, you're talking about 5'8", 180 pounds. But look what this guy's done. As I mentioned, in high school, 118 rushing touchdowns in high school. Freshman year, he made an impact at ECU. We're leading the Pirates with over 5 yards per carry as a freshman. Second year as a sophomore, 6.4 yards per carry. He upped that his junior year to 7.4 yards per carry. He's an elite receiver. So I love Keaton Mitchell. I mean, if you think about what exactly is he, the 49ers don't have a replacement or haven't been able to replace Raheem Mostert. Raheem Mostert could get to the edge at will. He had big-time speed. This guy's better. This guy's better than Raheem Mostert. I like him a lot. I mean, I think, you look at the 49ers. What do they really need? Well, all that they really need at running back, you've got Christian McCaffrey. You've got Elijah Mitchell, who's a phenomenal inside runner. McCaffrey's obviously, do it all, gadget plays, runner, receiver, can do it all. One of the best backs in football. Then you got Elijah Mitchell. Mitchell's best in that he doesn't fumble, and he can run in between the tackles, but he's on the smaller side. Then you have J.P. Mason, who's about 240 pounds, runs an awful lot like Marshawn Lynch. In some ways, Jordan Mason reminds me of a poor man's Marshawn. Then you have Ty Davis Price. Ty Davis Price is 220 pounds, pretty shifty. I expect him to be a whole lot better this year. You got a Pro Bowl fullback in Juice. You got Ray McLeod and Deebo Samuel, who you can utilize as running backs at times. So the Niners do not go into this draft needing a running back. So what? Keaton Mitchell is so explosive. He's so dynamic. This guy's a game changer. And if you're the 49ers and you're looking to add elements to your roster that you don't have a back like this guy. Now, what I love about him is a lot of times smallish backs who have big time speed fumble, or lack production as a runner. They have big time speed, but they don't necessarily do it as a runner. This guy's done it as a runner. As I said, 5 yards a carry his first year, 6.4 is a carry his second year, 7.4 yards per carry his third year. He played 3 years of college football. He's incredibly productive. He scores touchdowns. He's a home run hitter who has difference-making speed. He's such a good receiver that you could use him as a part-time receiver, part-time running back. You could flex this guy out. And in a lot of ways, you say, what do the 49ers really need at running back or receiver? They don't really need either. They don't need a receiver. They don't really need a running back. But what they need, what everybody needs, is a dynamic player like Keaton Mitchell. In some ways, this is the perfect player to add for the 49ers. Look at the Niners receivers, Ayuk, Debo, Jawan Jennings, big physical guys. They have Danny Gray, but man, you can never have enough home run speed. And when you have a player on the field that can take the top off a defense, changes the way defenses defend you. Keaton Mitchell is that home run hitter. And he only has 2 fumbles in his 3 years in college football. So he does not fumble the ball. He's a big time player with home run speed. He's such a good receiver that you can flex him outside the tackle box, and he becomes a total mismatch. If you want to get this guy isolated on a linebacker, there isn't a linebacker in the NFL that can run with Keaton Mitchell. He's a mismatch player. Not to mention, I think he can really help you out on special teams. But I like the angle of the running back burner who at the next level is a combination running back receiver. This guy's a good enough route runner where you could use him as a receiver. He's a strong enough runner where you could use him as a running back. But what you're really getting is you're getting that 4.3 speed, that unbelievable athletic ability, that instant acceleration, and you're getting it in a player who has been incredibly productive in college, incredibly productive in high school, who can do it as a receiver and do it as a running back. So if I have one player that I can add, you figure Niners have deep running back core. They don't have to add a running back. They really don't. They have a deep receiving core. They don't have to add a receiver. They don't have a need at either spot. But what Keaton Mitchell gives you is just that home run ability, that ability that you can dump it to him in the flat. He'll take it the distance. You can throw it to him down the field. He has the kind of speed that you have to honor. He has the kind of speed that they're going to be talking about on the whiteboard when they're going over how to defend you. You've got Debo, you've got Ayuk, you've got all kinds of weapons, George Kittle, CMC. This guy, if you had him, will be a guy that they talk about the night before the game because you got to keep account of where this guy is. He's that fast. He's that productive. He's that explosive. So one of my favorite players in the entire draft. Remember the name, Keaton Mitchell. I would say, somebody could fall in love with that speed and go with him in the 4th round, but I think he probably is a 5th round pick. If you get him in anything after the 5th round, he's a flat out steal. 6th round steal, 7th round steal. If he goes undrafted, I'll be shocked. But this guy is a difference maker, and he's got big play ability. And I hope we see him in San Francisco. Remember that name, Keaton Mitchell, East Carolina Pirates. Hell of a player. All right. Hope you enjoyed our draft video. Check out the Krug Show all year long as we bring you top-notch football content throughout draft season, going right into training camp. And, of course, check out Pig and a Pickle, 2 locations there in Emeryville, open Wednesday through Sunday in Emeryville, open 7 days a week in Marin County and Corte Madera, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., the best barbecue in Northern California. And thanks for watching the Krug Show on YouTube.